Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Rebuilding in Recovery. If you are new here, hello, my name is Tracy. I am a psychotherapist in long-term recovery from heroin addiction. And Rebuilding in Recovery is here to help you break cycles of addiction and generational trauma so that you can create an amazing life after addiction. Lots of other ways to connect with me down below the video. I have Patreon, I offer recovery support services, and I have social medias, Instagram and Facebook. Raise your hand if you have ever felt embarrassed or ashamed of your past. Me too. Me too, real bad. I spent years and years of my life in addiction. I did a lot of things that I am not proud of. And because of that, I spent many years trying desperately to hide my past. I would pray that nobody would bring it up. I would lie about it on job applications. I was so ashamed I could not bear to even speak on it. Fast forward to today, and I am sharing my most shameful moments on the internet. Big difference. And today I want to share with you how I got from point A to point B so that you can do it. Hit that subscribe before we start. It is greatly appreciated. I really like it. And it also helps you out too because it lets you know every time I put a brand new video out, and my videos are pretty good. So you're gonna not regret that. So here's the thing that I've come to realize. If you are ashamed of your past, if you are still trying to hide and cover up your past, then your past still has control of you and it is holding you back. And you deserve to be free from your addiction in all the ways. So I'm going to share with you 7 things that you can do and 7 things that I did to be able to let go of your past, accept it as part of who you are, and move forward with your bad self. So let's get it on. Number 1, a release ceremony. I basically made this up myself, but it is something that I personally did. It is something that I have done with clients, and I find it to be a very effective, tangible way to cut the ties between your old self and your new self. Because let me tell you something, the only version of you that exists is the you that is sitting right in front of me today. The you 10 years ago doesn't exist anymore. So why is she still impacting you? The only you that's here is the you that is here now. So a release ceremony is a visualization process, usually beginning with writing a letter to yourself, kind of spilling out all of your most shameful moments, basically yelling at your past self for all of the things that you are mad at her for, or him, I'm sorry. And also saying goodbye. You then consciously decide to let that person go and you visualize them disappearing in front of you as you simultaneously take a physical action to cut those ties, such as burning that letter. I walk you through the entire release ceremony in my recovery support program, Recovery Reset. I can also make a video on it in the future and kind of walk you through that whole process. Number 2, positive affirmations. Now, I already know what you're thinking. No, you do not have to stare at yourself in the mirror and say, "You are beautiful. You are kind. You are loved." Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a bit hippie-ish myself, and I love affirmations, and I like things like that. But it can feel a little weird just staring at yourself in the mirror and calling yourself beautiful. I understand that. The thing is that affirmations don't have to be that way. Affirmations can be written, verbal, or journaled. And did you know that affirmations actually activate the reward center in your brain? Which means that your brain begins to associate them with positive feelings. Therefore, they are proven to be effective in reforming your self-esteem. Number 3, amends. Everybody's different here, but I had a really hard time moving forward until I made amends with the people that I had hurt. I'm a sensitive person. I don't like to hurt people. It really bothered me that I had hurt some of my loved ones so badly. Addiction basically makes you lose all of your morals and you are acting out of a survival state. Making amends looks different to everybody. You just find a way to make it right. I had those hard conversations. I made those apologies. And I have now chosen to devote my life to doing good and to helping people. And I will tell you, it is much easier to accept the shitty things that I've done, knowing that I now devote my life to doing good things and helping people every single day. The next one is changed behavior. I have another video out where I talk about healing relationships and recovery. But one of the things that I mention is one of the best healers is changed behavior. And the same thing applies with yourself. You have a relationship with yourself as well. And we tend to really develop these feelings of unworthiness from addiction and from the criminal justice system. And if you're anything like me, from our lives prior to addiction as well. My self-esteem was fragile as shit before I ever became addicted, and it was way shit after. But now I have done so many things that I can look back on and say that I am genuinely proud of. I have overcome obstacles that I never thought I would overcome. I have worked my ass off to build this beautiful life that I have today, and I am proud of myself for that. So now when I look at myself, I don't see myself as a felon or an addict or a loser. I see myself as someone who is strong and motivated and independent. And the more you change and grow and get to know who you are now, the more that you will accept who you are now also and be able to let go of who you used to be. And the last one is don't compare. I know that this is a hard one. It's almost impossible sometimes, I think. You look at so and so that you went to school with and you think, look, they have this $300,000 house and I am living in a crappy duplex and working at a truck stop. I mean, or you scroll on social media and you see everybody in their happy, perfect little lives, and then you're over here not happy and struggling to get by every day. There is no timeline that we are tied to that says, as a human being, you have to accomplish this by this time and this by this time. And if you don't, you're a loser. Everybody's path is different. You don't have to be on the same timeline as this so-and-so that you went to school with. It doesn't matter. Their life doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is your progress, and success will come for you in your time if you put in the work. So just a couple tips to help you not compare. Don't doom scroll on Facebook or social media. Cut yourself off if you find yourself falling into that hole. Keep track of your wins. Keep a notebook writing down all of your wins, all of the exciting things that are happening for you. And focus on the progress that you are making. You might not be where you want to be yet, but I bet you are a long, long way from where you used to be. Stay focused on that progress. And the last one is take a look at your core beliefs. Our core beliefs are the deep-rooted beliefs that we form about ourselves and about the world around us. They are developed in our childhood and throughout our upbringing, and we tend to develop really negative core beliefs. So a negative core belief could be something like, I am not a lovable person. My relationships never work out. I'm going to be alone forever. I suck at everything, etc., etc. We all have these, and these beliefs hold us back big time. They cause unnecessary fear, anxiety, depression, sadness, and inferiority. I really encourage you to challenge those negative core beliefs through therapy or direct thought challenging. And there are so many more ways that you can improve your relationship with yourself. Everybody's path is different. But what is the same is that no matter what, if you want to find self-acceptance, you've got to put in the work. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Hit that subscribe button before you go, and I will see you next week. Oh, have a Merry Christmas if I don't see you before then.